free buses, free grocery care, free grocery stores, free daycare. Like, you are naming some of the most popular policies in America, right? Not just New York City, in America. That somehow is not socialism, but people who need to get the fucking work, right, in the free bus is socialism. Idiot. And he wants to be elected to office thinking that coming out and tell, oh yeah, you know, black folks, we know shit ain't nothing free in this world. Ain't nothing free. Nigga, since you need to be explained to how normal people think about shit being free as a negative, let me explain something to your stupid ass. Free is optimal. Stephen A. Smith was on with Fat Joe and Jada, because of course he was, talking politics, because of course Fat Joe asked him about Zohran Mamdani.
Mamdani problem. Problem? Break that down. Because free ain't reality. Free buses, free grocery stores. You're seeing free childcare. It ain't free. Nothing's free in this world. And nobody should know that better than minorities in this country, whether it's black or Hispanics. No one should ever fail to know that. What he means is the redistribution of wealth. Here's the problem with the redistribution of wealth in a capitalistic society. You can tax an extra 2% to caps. You can put an extra 11.5 to 15% on capital gains tax. But if you do anything that messes with small business owners, if you do anything that messes with big business owners, and they take their business elsewhere, how you gonna pay the bills? You don't have people employed. They ain't making money. They're going to be more dependent on the government, and the government's going to have to come out of pocket more to take care of them. Well, how you going to pull that off? You got to get the money from somewhere, so it's always going to trickle down to the middle class, to the lower class. It's fool's gold to think that you can just simply choose to tax people who are making money all the damn time and continue to raise taxes.
This is a good example, and I know we've done this with the Breakfast Club before. We've admonished JBP at certain times for doing this. But like entering into these political discussions when you don't have anything to offer to the discussion, when you don't have anything to bring to the table, you're just allowing the other individual to kind of spout off. You're opening up the door for them to spew misinformation. Sure. You're opening up the door for them to just say bullshit that you can't push back on, that you'll later get criticized on. Now, I don't know how much criticizing they was actually doing. In the comments, I don't watch the podcast. I just seen the clips. Stephen A. then he cuts off Fat Joe and he's like, yeah, he's a problem. He's like, why? He said, cause free. Nothing's free. You and nobody should know that better in this country than minorities. I'm like, what is this nigga trying to say? What are you trying to say? First of all, he's free buses, free grocery care, free grocery stores, free daycare. Like, you are naming some of the most popular policies in America, right? Not just New York City, in America. Yeah. Free good public transportation, free busing, not free grocery stores, which is the misinformation part that I was telling us about earlier. Public grocery stores, meaning public funded with stabilized pricing, with biogenetically engineered products, as we'll talk about later in my list. Right? That's what Zohran Mamdani was. Not free. Okay? But the way that people who don't want you to have shit, while they count their millions, talk about shit like that is, oh, it's a handout. It's a handout. It's a handout. Do you know who gets more handouts in this country than anybody?
Rich people. Like,
oh my God, they live on the very system that they detest. They make millions of dollars off of socialism, off of subsidies, off of being able to write this off and being able to write that off of being able to get this amount of money because I'm no longer an individual with a job. Oh, no, I'm an entity now. And now I can just put all that stuff all on my business expenses and get it all back. even though I'm representing myself as an entity over here, I can, as an individual, take all that money and just put it right back in my fucking pocket. That somehow is not socialism, but people who need to get the fucking work riding a free bus is socialism. Idiot. And he wants to be elected to office thinking that coming out and oh yeah, you know, black folks, we know shit ain't nothing free in this world. Ain't nothing free. Nigga, free is optimal. Since you need to be explained to how normal people think, since you've been sitting in your ivory tower so long, you think that you can talk to the masses about shit being free as a negative. Let me explain something to your stupid ass. Free is optimal. It's the idea. Little known to all of my free market traders out here, but at some point in time, human beings existed exchanging resources without a connected currency. Could you imagine that? Niggas giving shit to other niggas and didn't have to get $1 for it? My God. There existed a barter system before capitalism. You mean we was able to get around and exchange things and survive without capitalism? Without a real form of capital at all? My God. Astonishing.
Stephen A., not for nothing. Shut the fuck up, because you know you get free shit all the time. Just off of your likeness. Shut the hell up. You get free shit all the fucking time.
Again, he doesn't have a feel for the political landscape. He knows what conservatives want to hear. He doesn't know how to turn his decidedly unconservative audience into a political coalition to help him run for office. He can't do it because he has no political instincts. He thinks coming to people who are in some of the worst financial straits that we've been in years and telling them, oh, no, free bad. He's a bad person because he want to give you something for free is going to win people over.
The optics on that are nuts.
Fucking moron. Idiot.
Like you don't have rich and celebrity privilege. Shut the fuck up.
Rich people get money. They get tax cuts. They don't have to pay taxes. That's good business. Poor people get subsidized by the government. It's a handout. You people are sick. You fucks are sick. There's just no way of getting around it. You're a sick Negro.
This is a sick Negro.
Where's this energy when billionaires are given to Israel, though? Exactly. We can subsidize an entire country. You know who does? You know what? Let's talk about it. So since you don't want the grocery stores and you don't want no free buses in New York, then you should be mad as fuck that you paying for everybody's college education in Israel. You should be mad as fuck that you subsidizing every resident of Israel's health care then, right? You should be mad as shit. Mad as fuck that the only reason why they have a standing military is off of our military industrial complex. The only reason why they can afford to be a power in the Middle East is because of our tax dollars. So you should be mad, right? American universities, American titans of industry, politicians, all pouring their money into that country. Year after year after year after year. It's the biggest fucking handout on the planet. It is literally the biggest subsidy in the history of the human world. They would not exist if not for the American taxpayer dollar. So surely that should fuck you up, huh? All that socialism going on in Israel. Go ahead and take your trip over there where they set you up with the OnlyFans models the fuck in the middle of the night when nobody's looking. And you have that conversation with Netanyahu about his overrun of socialism he got going on in that goddamn country. Stupid ass niggas, man. I'm so tired of hearing people being able to have these political conversations with no fucking pushback. Because Joey Crack is answering the fucking questions. Just talk about rap or some shit.